Now I'd like to call up Jean Wu, Senior Lecturer in American Studies, who will introduce Amber Rose Johnson.
I want to say I'm here on behalf of a group of faculty in the Consortium for the Studies of Race, Colonialism, and Diaspora. Amber is part of that program, and so I just also want to go on record to say that it took the faculty, the group of faculty, all of about 2 seconds, or however long it takes to hit the send button, for us to decide that she was going to be our nominee. Selfishly, I am absolutely delighted to have this moment to say something about her, somebody that I have known since her first year. She was the only first-year student who found her way to a class that is generally closed to first-year students. You can find out how that happened. I won't even say it here, but she also was often referred to by amongst the faculty, or at least in my own head, as the baby of the class. And now I just found out that she's the baby in her family. So I asked Amber Rose to send me a bio so that I could give her a proper introduction. And then I read this bio that she sent me, and so I realized that the time allotted to me would only allow for about 1/3 of the bio, so I can't do that here. But all of that bio is very important, so I would say to those of you who don't know Amber Rose and what she's done, Google this woman. It's very easy. Jumps up, and I think she has more Google items than all the faculty of RCD put together. It goes on and on. And so for those of you who want to know the facts and credentials of that achievement, of all her achievements, please do that. I want to say something about Amber Rose, just personally, how I've known you, just to give a sense to others about who you've been. There's very little about Amber Rose Johnson that is not about critical community and service and racial justice. She eats and breathes these. It's on the one-on-one patient mentoring of a peer who might be confused or distressed right in this community. It's in mentoring younger students from her own community, from communities all around this nation in need of coaching in terms of their everyday lives, lived experiences in their lives, but very much also in coaching them in their struggle to use their own voices in poetry for social justice. It's in the planning and organizing deep into the night, many, many nights, long, long days of not sleeping, to organize a whole student body last fall to put their bodies on the line for racial justice after the murders of Michael Brown and Eric Garner. If you have not seen the clips of what Amber did during that time, it's also on Google, so go to it. I think it's on YouTube, so check it out. It's in the performing of her own poetry, which inspires and pushes and nudges and urges us to stand up for racial justice. It is about a lot more, but I have no time here to go into all that. What I want to say is that, to me, my sense of her community service for justice is seamless in relation to everything she does in a day of her life, all through her life. It's not about, this is my community service hours and my internship here, and then this is my book life, and then this is my love life. Whatever she does, including at the moment, I think, pulling her hair out, finishing a senior honors thesis, is about critical community and service and justice. I will leave her to tell you more about that when you have a chance, ask her. I think to Amber Rose, her community has never been and is never static. She doesn't just join a community or find one. She needs and shapes existing ones and then creates new ones to serve the needs of actual people who want to be actually living and working together, joined in a commitment to the knowledge that fighting for justice is a lifelong endeavor, and that the results of which we probably will not see in our lifetime, but must continue to fight for. Her community is not just about comfort and safety, the way many people immediately think about community. She would say, I think, it is about constant struggle and conflict and anger and the use of it. It's about grief and sorrow and the use of those. It's about nurturing hope in hopelessness. And it's always about critical love and compassion. I think she knows in her bones that there is no justice without sorrow and anger and work and love. And any or whatever comfort and safety and joy coming from community is because of a group of people who know that they can go through anything together and still come together and move forward. So in 23 days, Amber Rose will be graduating from Tufts with multiple degrees in American Studies. I was terrified when I saw this list. Multiple degrees in American Studies, Africana Studies, Leadership Studies, Colonialism Studies, and English. She will be leaving as a Truman Scholar and a Fulbright Scholar. She will spend a year in Toronto on the Fulbright Scholarship, and then she will go on to graduate work at University of Pennsylvania. To a community that she helped to create on this very short four-year leg of her journey, I think she will be remembered and celebrated as poet, demanding historian, tender and tough teacher, creative and tenacious community organizer, troubler of all things business as usual, troubler of complacency, troubler of mental and emotional laziness and comfort, dreamer of little things, such as lots of chocolate to feed those who need to fight, and of big things, in a world, as in a world without boundaries and chains around bodies and spirits. Fearless warrior and fierce lover for justice, loyal friend and colleague, creative counter-storyteller for those who have the least access to voice and resources in the world where we live, critically compassionate builder of communities and justice actions, and passionate, tender poet. Love you.